Okay, so we have very interesting question here with a lot of quadratic functions, and it's asking us to find out the value of c, where c is a constant. So let's start with the first one. We're given that x squared plus 6x plus 7 is equal to 0. At the first glance, you might feel like, oh, I think I can factor out, but unfortunately, this is not factorable. So we're given that there are two solutions, R and S, where R is less than S. And we got another quadratic, x squared plus 8x plus 8 is equal to 0, where you got the two solutions, T and U, but U is bigger than T. Now we got another one, x squared plus 14x plus C is equal to 0, and C is a constant, and this solution is combo of R and T, and S and U, the bigger root for each. So S and U. So what's the value of C here? Okay, definitely this is definitely a harder question than other labeled difficult, 3-block questions. So let's first find the solutions for R, S, and TU. I think the College Board tried doing factoring by completing square, and then they tried to do what is it called, the completing square and then vertex form to find the solution. I personally find it's easier that you work with the quadratic formula. So if you want to go see how the vertex form method works, go ahead and see the College Board way. I'll show you my way. So for the first one, I have A equals 1, B equals 6, and C equals 7, and just pull out your quadratic formula. X equals negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Just plug it in these variables with numbers. So negative 6 plus or minus 6 squared becomes 36 minus 4 times 1 times 7 all over 2 times 1. Yes, it's a bit messy, but you get negative 6 plus or minus 28 subtracted from 36 give you 8, so that becomes 2 radical 2 over 2. We can further split this into two fractions, negative 3 plus or minus radical 2. Now for our second quadratic formula, we have x squared plus 8x plus 8. So x squared plus 8x plus 8. Then we can say that a equals 1, b equals 8, c equals 8. Now pull out your quadratic formula and I'll just directly plug it in. Negative 8 plus or minus 8 squared minus 4ac, 1 times 8, and all divided by 2 times 1. So I have negative 8 plus or minus 64 minus 32 divided by 2. And here I get radical 32, but if you guys remember, radical 32 is a 2 to the 5th. In other words, 4 of the 2's can come out and become like 4. And we still have radical 2 and divided by 2. Okay, if you need more practice on radicals, make sure you learn how to simplify. Actually, this is 4 radical 2. Yeah. Okay, I can also split this. Negative 8 over 2 is negative 4 because 2 is a common denominator, and 4 over 2 is just 2. So plus or minus 2 radical 2. So we got these, and clearly on our third one. Alright, let me first finish writing the third one, and I'll explain to you how we can get easier. I don't think College Board did this way, but I'll show you a faster way. Doing the the product of the roots will be way faster. So they say that you have RT, which is smaller one. So smaller one of each solution or each quadratic we just did is minus 1. So 3 minus radical 2. Negative 3 minus radical 2 and negative 4 minus 2 radical 2. So we're going to add these up because this is what r plus s is about. R plus t actually. R plus t is negative 7 minus radical 3 2. What about s plus u? So for s plus u, we get the bigger root. Because if you look at the inequality, s and t were bigger than t or r. So we take the negative 3 plus radical 2 plus negative 4 plus 2 radical 2. So what are we getting? We get negative 7, combine the like terms, and then combine the radicals, we get plus 3 radical 2. Now if you was looking for b, I would add these two solutions and set that equal to negative b over a. But we need to find the constant here, and the fastest way is that you use the formula c over a. But we already know a equals 1, so it should really c over 1 is equal to the sum, the product of these two roots, because that's what they told us. So negative 7 minus 3 radical 2 times negative 7 plus 3 radical 2 is giving us, we get 49, because negative 7 times negative 7 is positive 49. However, in the middle, we get positive 21 radical 2. And then in the outer, we get negative 21 radical 2. They cancel out. So that means we just have to focus on the last of our FOIL. And negative 3 times 3 give you negative 9. And radical 2 times radical 2 give you 2. Therefore, 49 minus 18 will give us 31. And 31 for C is a correct answer.